The Russian army became the first army in the world to destroy the Challenger-2 tank, and, like the German Leopard 2 tank, the Challenger-2 was defeated shortly after launching a few days. According to Forbes, on the Zaporozhye battlefield in southern Ukraine, the Russian army's combat forces destroyed the British Challenger-2 heavy tank, providing aid to Ukraine. The demonstration video was posted on the internet by Russian military reporters. The destruction of Challenger-2 had not previously been reported. However, the British Army has only fought against clearly weaker opponents in recent decades. The Russian newspaper Top War reported that the Challenger-2 tank was destroyed in the direction of Zaporozhye, probably belonging to the last reserve force of the Ukrainian army to participate in combat. A few days ago, the General Staff of the Ukrainian army decided to launch the last reserve force into combat, including the 82nd and 46th Air Assault Brigade. However, the mobilization of strategic reverse brigades did not help much with Ukraine's counterattack. On the contrary, the Russian army has gained a lot of experience in destroying Ukrainian heavy tanks such as the Challenger. Maybe now in London, they regret the delivery of their national treasure tanks to Ukraine. The destruction of Challenger-2 tanks will negatively affect the image of British weapons in the international export market. A few days ago, there was news about the appearance of the Ukrainian Challenger-2 tank on the southern front. Although 14 British Challenger-2 tanks were delivered to Ukraine in March this year, the British government did not allow Ukraine to use them to participate in dangerous counterattack operations. But finally, it's time for Challenger-2 to go into battle. But perhaps the Ukrainian army leaders still kept their commitment to British authorities, so they only left their Challenger-2 tanks on the second line to provide fire support for infantry from afar. Russia's Reporter magazine said that a few secret sources leaked from the US side that the Challenger-2 tanks were staffed to the strategic reverse force, especially it is the 82nd Air Assault Brigade, the unit considered the strongest in the Ukrainian army today. Earlier, British intelligence announced that the Ukrainian army intends to use Challenger-2 tanks in a counterattack in the direction of Zaporozhye. But in this context, the Ukrainian army no longer has reserve forces, so Challenger-2s are still deployed into combat. When the British Challenger-2 tanks have not yet deployed, they are still considered the best in the world by Western media. But the sad thing is that they were destroyed like the German Leopard or Soviet T-72 tanks. The advantage of the Challenger-2 tank is its long range and very accurate firing, so it is used as a fire support weapon to destroy enemy armored vehicles from afar. A Ukrainian soldier, a member of the Challenger-2 tank crew, said, "Many sources previously said that in total, Britain transferred 14 Challenger-2 tanks to Ukraine, all of which are assigned to the 82nd Air Assault Brigade." According to the analysis of military experts, the Ukrainian army will not receive any advantages after the appearance of the American Abrams tank on the battlefield. Just as the Leopard 2 and Challenger-2 and other Western armored vehicles were delivered to Ukraine, the US M1A1 Abrams tank also faced dense minefields and Russian anti-tank fire. In early September, the Pentagon announced the delivery of the first batch of M1A1A Prime tanks, saying that these American tanks could help the Ukrainian army overcome the defenses of the Ukrainian army because they are the best tank in the world. The Ukrainian army hopes that American M1A1 tanks will bring the Ukrainian army certain successes as soon as they appear on the battlefield. However, the M1A1A Primes that the US transferred to Ukraine are only export versions without depleted uranium armor and modern control systems, so it just looks like a normal tank. Remember that the full M1A2A Primes version of the US Army in Iraq were also defeated by anti-tank weapons used by rebels and ISIS terrorists.